Justin, it looks like one rider sneaking away.
Yeah, that was our rider, Ryan Beeson from the University of Illinois. Again, going to the front and just trying to make that gap happen. Risky move, but you know what? Stranger things have happened, right?
Yeah, it's an odd category. You're not talking like the true beginners. These riders clearly have good talent and experience. They're not the top level pros yet. So he's like looking for help, and now he's got it.
So this is a rider now coming to the front that we haven't seen the entire race.
Blue jersey.
So all of a sudden asserting himself at the front, maybe he kept his powder dry, as we like to say, kind of saved his legs for the final, and sure enough, setting the pace going down to the bottom half of the course.
Bo tucking in there in third position for Burnham Racing. Look at the riders as they're shaking their legs, shifting the gears, stretching out their backs. Some of them just getting ready here. A lot of them banking team intent there front center. They've got their guy. It really looks like a lot of riders are going to be gearing up for a sprint. What you would look for is maybe a sacrificial team rider, somebody to go to the front and straighten it out for you and set tempo. And right now, the front 5, 6, 7 riders, they're all, I think they're the guys. They're the designated rider. See a 3 there. Call 33, yeah, we'll get the ID on that. Michael Cawley riding for Headwind Cycling out of Aurora, sitting on the front.
All done, Sam.
All right, Glencoe, let's get up to the barriers. Let's welcome home our category 3-4 men. We are going to be treated to a great pack finish here. Again, Ryan off the front. Ryan Beeson out of the University of Illinois, asserting himself off the front. Bo McWhorter from Burnham Racing sitting second, third wheel.
Trying to get a look at the facial expression of the riders there, mid-pack and back of the back. A couple of them just kind of gasping air, but most of them looking pretty calm.
All right, here we go. We got our pace car making its way through.
So it's the finish line before the finish line. They are coming through the final corner, and getting through that final corner is objective number 1.
Ryan Beeson taking the corner first, but no, we've got our Velocause rider coming up the center of the straight. Velocause up the center. Quantum Solstice Intelligentsia, Burnham Racing, third wheel.
Eli Keys, the junior rider from Shorewood, Wisconsin, taking the 2018 Glencoe Grand Prix.
Second place, Jacob Schlosser.
Juniors going 1-2 on the sprint, no surprise there.
And then third place, our rider that we talked about the entire race, Bo McWhorter from Burnham Racing.
Burnham Racing local team, the Masters squad getting their guy on the podium. It looks like Burnham already tweeting out that result as well. Bo McWhorter coming through in a big way. So Eli Keys, he definitely showed his legs a little bit earlier, but then he just stayed patient. He knew, you know what, I'm going to try field sprint. And we didn't talk much about him in the second half of the race. He'd already raced with the juniors earlier today. He will still be eligible to race juniors next year. Young junior rider Eli Keys winning the senior category 3-4 race.
Very crafty race, good to see. Eli?
So Masters riders, don't go too far. I think we're gonna line you up right away. On the long course, we won't have time for that whole lap. Just give us a minute here. We'll give you an all clear in just a moment.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's a good ride by Eli. He did a 10th last week on Memorial Day on the Crown Jewel, the Quad Cities Classic for the Cat 3s, which is a good ride in a Cat 3 race 10th, but to step up in a 3-4 race with this big field of 56 riders on the start line, and to win that sprint going away, that's his best ride of the year.
Well, we talked about his team earlier. Velocause out of Wisconsin, very accomplished team, and that's obviously trickling down into the junior development ranks on their team.
And this confirms a great ride that Eli had last year in this very category, women I'm sorry, the men's category 3-4, Team Belocaw's junior winner was second last year. So you knew he was bursting at the seams there as he has stepped it up one step on the podium. So we're in transition here at Glencoe, where winners of all the races are going to get the Pectimo jersey. Pectimo passionate about their cycling apparel. They pour themselves into developing and making the highest quality, best performing garments available. Pectimo values people most and has 4 unwavering commitments: technical performance, superior value, dynamic design, and giving back to the community through the Hope Worldwide charity. Our leaders' jerseys today in the Glencoe Grand Prix, the champions' jerseys presented by Pectimo. So good show. We'll call the riders up here after. All right, so we're in transition here on race day in Glencoe, Illinois, as we have our Masters riders rolling up to the staging area. And the riders in the 3-4s race will bring the champions up to the podium right after the start of this race. Category 3-4 juniors got a report to roll out. And top 3 will have you presented right after the start of this race.
All right, Masters 35 plus, you need to be at staging right now. Masters 35 plus to staging. You know, Kenny, I was talking about earlier how I was miss racing here. Now that I see who showed up to race in the 35 plus, I'm glad I'm not racing today.
Yeah, I was scouring the start list all week long, every day, and this name never showed up on it. And then I got news yesterday. It might be a possibility. Yeah, former professional, he's retired now.
Retired.
National champion of this discipline, the criterium, Rasan Bahati.
A good friend of Glencoe Grand Prix.
He really is. It's not just lip service. It's a matter of his commitment to our event and the foundation's initiative. He made a tradition of coming in each and every year as basically the figurehead for the sport, an ambassador for criterium racing. And he went in, and I saw go to all the schools and visit children. And now he's retired from the top level racing. It's more of a hobby for him. Rasan Bahati is going to pin on a number here and race in our Masters race.
But not only did Rashawn show up, but he decided to bring a sidekick with him. Sharon Smith, one of the very best Masters Criterium racers out of Southern California. This is going to be exciting. I can't wait. I'm happy that I'm on this side of the fence than inside.
Yeah, Rasan might be, Mr. Bahati might be a little bit more social, but when you're talking about his teammate here, one of the best Masters riders in the country in a scene that really has the best Masters racing scene